Good evening, class. This is Yalonda Jackson, week 4 discussion, plea bargaining. Plea bargaining is the process by which the prosecution and the defense negotiate charging and sentencing concessions in exchange for the defendant's guilty plea and waiver of rights. A plea bargain allows both parties to avoid a lengthy criminal trial and may allow criminal defendants to avoid the risks of conviction at trial on a more serious charge. Plea bargaining has been defended as a voluntary exchange that leaves both parties better off. For example, if the defendant pleads guilty to a less charge or a different charge than initially charged with, there might not be a custodial sentence or a shorter imprisonment than originally called for. Traditionally, there are two types of plea bargaining: charge bargaining and sentence bargaining. Charge bargaining occurred when the government agreed to dismiss charges or reduce the severity of charges on the condition that the defendant plead guilty to certain other charges. Sentence bargaining: defendants plead guilty, agreeing in advance what sentence will be given. However, this sentence can still be denied by the judge. The main justification for plea bargaining is that it is necessary for the continued function and efficiency of the criminal justice system. Now, the following things make a plea bargain valued. A guilty plea must be voluntary and intelligent. It must have an factual basis and be given by the defendant with the effective assistance of counsel. Plea bargaining limits the sentencing of judges. Because of this, prosecutors have unlimited discretion on determining sentences for the defendants. Few judges change the sentences due to being accused of either criticism or violating the federal sentencing guidelines. I personally think that plea bargaining is beneficial to the United States criminal justice system because it allows defendants to admit their guilt and to assume responsibility for their offense. It also allows victims to be shielded from the emotional stress of a trial. Sometimes the family of the victims want closure, and plea bargaining allows this because the defendant admits the crime and is sentenced, and the family can start the healing process. The end goal is to convict the criminals, and even though plea bargaining might not be the most effective way, it still meets the goal. Thank you for listening to my discussion. Good night.